Seaway Tours. I hope none of you get seasick, because we are about to discover the mysteries of a little-known engineering marvel. These locks are not your average door locks, padlocks, or locks of hair. They are much different indeed. Come with me as we unlock the mysteries of these unique shipping locks. Let the tour begin. The St. Lawrence Seaway is an all-water shipping route that connects the Great Lakes and the St. Lawrence River to the Atlantic Ocean. It is 2,340 miles long. That much traveling would get you all the way to Los Angeles, California. All 16 of the following locks are located on this seaway. Normally an 8-day journey, we will be taking a quick tour in just under 8 minutes, beginning in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. We are now entering the Soo Locks. A lock was necessary here due to the 21-foot drop in elevation between Lake Superior and the St. Mary's River. The first lock was built in 1855 and was much smaller than the locks here today. Presently, only 2 of the 4 locks are in use, the Poe Lock and the MacArthur Lock. The Poe Lock is capable of transporting 1,000-foot freighters at dimensions of 1,200 feet long, 110 feet wide, and 32 feet deep. That's an equivalent length of around 10 football fields. The MacArthur Lock is only slightly smaller than that. So, with the locks being so big, what is the benefit of using them? A 2013 study estimated that travel by the seaway was 14% more fuel efficient and released 19% fewer greenhouse gases than rail travel, and 594% more fuel efficient than truck travel, with 533% fewer greenhouse gases emitted. That is a pretty impressive environmental impact. As we're lowered through the locks, historic Sault Ste. Marie is on your left, and Canada is on your right. The large bridges we pulled into the locks was the International Bridge that connects Canada to the United States. So, with the locks being so big, how are they filled and emptied? The answer is a valve system located beneath the locks. When a ship traveling from higher elevation to lower elevation enters the filled lock, the filling valve closes and the emptying valve opens, allowing the water to escape. Once the water levels have equalized, the ship can continue on its way. For ships traveling in the opposite direction, the process is simply reversed. It takes 22 million gallons of water to fill or empty the Poe Lock. With that much water, you could fill 440,000 bathtubs. The Soo Locks bring both shipping and tourism to the Sault Ste. Marie area. The almost 10,000 massive 1,000-foot freighters that travel through the locks each year transport iron ore, coal, grain, salt, and other resources from Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Canada. One ship can carry as much as 70,000 tons of cargo in one trip. Destinations for the cargo include other areas of the U.S., Canada, and practically any port in the world. A public park is located at the Soo Locks, with a viewing platform, visitor center, and a chance to take a boat through the locks. Our journey now takes us south, through Lake Huron and Lake Erie. Along the way, we pass Toronto on the left and Detroit on the right, as well as Ohio and New York. We have now arrived at the Welland Canal. Connecting Lake Erie with Lake Ontario, the Welland Canal raises or lowers ships 327 feet and provides safe passage around Niagara Falls. Throughout the years, 4 different Welland Canals have been used, with the first built in 1829. It was constructed using as many natural waterways as possible and had 40 wooden locks. The second Welland Canal, starting in 1845, was an improvement on the first, with the number of locks reduced to just 27. The third Welland Canal was once again an improvement on its predecessor, yet it was still not big enough for the large Laker ships. This was overcome with the fourth and current day set of 8 locks. The 8th lock has an average lift of 1 to 4 feet for the first small adjustments into the Welland Canal. Locks 7 through 1 have an average lift of 46.5 feet and make the major adjustments to Lake Ontario's water level. Near Lock 7, you can learn the legend of Charlie Snellgrove and the Kissing Rock. Up next are Locks 6, 5, and 4, the twin flight locks, which are set up one right after the other. Along the canal lies a section of the Greater Niagara Circle Route Trail System, which is over 87 miles long and takes all non-motorized forms of transportation in a loop along the water. The Welland Canal plays a large part in the economy of the area. Each year, the canal has an economic impact of $222 million in the Niagara region alone and is one of the largest employers in the area. The entire St. Lawrence Seaway system brings in around $1 million in federal taxes annually to Canada and the United States and provides hundreds of thousands of jobs to both countries. So far, we have experienced the Soo Locks in northern Michigan and the Welland Canal between Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. Once we are through Lake Ontario, we reach the picturesque Thousand Islands, home of the world's shortest international bridge and historic Bullock Castle, before reaching the final locks of our tour. The Lake Ontario-Montreal locks are coming into view. In 1871, the Treaty of Washington split the St. Lawrence River between Canada and the United States and set up the rules for navigation. 7 locks are located in this section, with 5 belonging to Canada and the other 2 to the United States. This group of locks helps ships navigate the 243-foot difference between Lake Ontario and the St. Lawrence River. Each lock is 766 feet long, 80 feet wide, 30 feet deep, and was opened right around 1958. Keep your eye open as we near the ocean. There are around 13 species of whales and dolphins that frequent this area. That salty sea breeze sure does feel nice. We've made it to the ocean. I hope you've enjoyed your tour of the St. Lawrence Seaway. In our tour, we've discovered the history of the locks, the marvel of their engineering, their environmental and economic impacts, and some of the historic and spectacular scenery of the lock areas. But don't let this tour be your last. Keep unlocking the mysteries at the locks.